Head of Education here at the Freedom Club, and tonight we are talking to students of the Freedom Club. It's a free course that you can do to come and learn dropshipping. Link is in the description of this video. If you like dropshipping, don't forget to drop a like and a subscribe. Let me go and get the students from the Freedom Club. Let's do this. To Growth Masterclass. We're going to give everybody just a few minutes to jump on in. My name is Chris Evans. For those of you who don't know me, you should by now, being in growth. But we're here to help you guys grow your business, get to that next stage of e-commerce, and start scaling. Hello, Jordan. Hello, Damon. Hello, Jack. I am okay. I am well. Nice to see you guys. I know I had a bit of a break last week. So sorry, guys. We had some really, really scary stuff to deal with. And, I don't usually like to not show up to my streams, especially when they're just about to go live. And I know I canceled my streams at like last minute. I thought I could do them, but things were pretty heavy last week, and I just couldn't. But I'm here this week, and I'm back. And let me get this started. Let me get you guys over here where I can see you. On the event today, we have... Let me share my screen. I'm sure you guys have loads of questions. Probably all been pent up while I was away. Thanks, Damon. Yeah, family does come first. And am I live on YouTube? I should be. Are we live? Yeah, we're streaming. Maybe we're just going to be a few minutes late on YouTube. Doesn't matter. Don't need to focus on YouTube. Need to focus on everybody else. Hello, Emily. Hello, Sasha. Hello again, Jess. Hope all is better this week. Well, we'll see. We'll see. So for those of you who've ever had a loved one go through cancer, it's like it's a lifelong journey. And my wife's been cancer-free now for nearly 8 years this year. But if you have a woman in your life who's been through breast cancer, you probably know the statistics. I think it's like 30% of women who've had breast cancer have it come back. And we went through a bit of a scare last week. We're still waiting for results, but we're a lot more positive than we were last week. I can say that. So for any woman in your life, if it's your mum or your daughter or yourself, give her a hug and always be vigilant. Because if you catch breast cancer early, it's not a big deal and you can just go and get a bit of surgery and you're done. But if you're not so lucky, it never goes away. All right. Looking at the questions on the stream. Thanks, Damon. Oh, hello, Nabil and Carly. Manuela, Jack, hello everybody. All right, let's start answering these questions. Oh, thanks, Sasha. I mean, look, Sasha, we've been dealing with this for 8 years. I mean, this is not new for us. It was tough going through the same thing again, though. However, the results that we got did look promising. Like it could have been a nothing burger. It could have been a nothing burger. It was just a shock, and won't go into all the gory details, but the doctors are looking at what they needed to look at, and their initial response was they're probably fine. But with these things, you can never be sure. So we're just hoping and praying for the good news to come in, and we just gotta wait a few more days before we hear. All right, Zoe, you're not sure if I do website reviews on this call? I sure do. Zoe. You've scrapped Tiny Triumphs. Couldn't get insurance from anyone to cover me, so you started again. Cool. Yeah, that's no problem. Starting again, I get it. I've done that many times. I got worried there. A quick review. Your primary was a weed rake. I wasn't sure what I was looking at here. I was about to tell you weed is not something we can sell on Facebook, but no, a weed rake. Okay. You need help getting image reviews to the top of the homepage. LAI support have said this is impossible in the card grid, only in product reviews section, but you can't use that for the homepage. Is certain this has been done and explained in the course. Can I assist? I mean, I don't usually worry about reviews on the homepage. You don't need them. You don't need them on the homepage. You don't need much on the homepage. Like if I look at my Lush, well, let's go to Homecraft, for example. The most important part of your store is just this part here, homepage, the very top. What are you selling? What are the benefits? And what are some examples? The bottom of my store, I might have some testimonials. Let's have a look. So I got my guarantee. I don't even have reviews here. I could have some testimonials here, which are different from reviews. I think LAI might have that option. I think. Let's have a look. But I wouldn't get too caught up about it. We don't want to, like, if we're launching new stores, we don't want to necessarily get ourselves caught up in too many details. If it's too hard to do, just don't do it. There's bigger things to worry about. Okay, you can do a media gallery. So I don't know what they're talking about, not showing image reviews. You can do a media gallery. That's quite nice. What else we got? We've got a card carousel. This might do the trick. I think it only selects images. And testimonial carousel as well, which you can do as well. Highlight reviews tab. I would think that this by nature would choose the images. Now with the LAI support, you are probably talking to either AI or potentially someone who just had no idea about the product itself. So I'm not surprised they didn't tell you how to do this, but have an experiment around with these three things and see what you think. In terms of what you've got here, man, your store is clean. It's nice. The Garden Slayer pack. I like that. Oh, that's pretty cool. Okay. The weed remover rake. Okay. That bit right there. Okay, let me just refresh again. This is really good. This is really, really good. Nice. 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 Did you get Jimmy to help you with this one? This is really good. Easily remove weeds, chemical free, less effort, more comfort. One thing that really pisses me off when I'm trying to get weeds is when they just, like, a piece of it snaps off and the rest of the root is left in there. So just make one little change for me, just one little thing. Oh, you've already got it. Easily remove the weeds at the root. Okay, don't make any changes for me. This is perfect. Dude, this is like a 9.5 out of 10. I don't even know what I would tell you to... I don't know what I would tell you to make this better. This is 10 out of 10. Actually, the only thing that I would recommend, eventually, you don't need to do this for launch, but just having slightly higher quality GIFs that are shorter. Because they're quite long, and because they're quite long, the quality is quite small to keep the file size down. These two seem to have very similar clips, so you could just have a 10-second or 5-second clip of pulling that bit there, pulling the weed out, and then have these ones that are not changed, and have it like a better quality like this. Just play around with it, see what you can do, but you don't need that for launch. For launch, I have a feeling this is going to do really well for you. This looks fantastic. Amazing work, Zoe. 10 out of 10. Let's get you launched and get your ads going and go and make some money. I want to see you in the next group, okay? I want to see you with that 5K revenue or profit or whatever it is. Okay, Sasha, can't wait for the call. Review ads. Update. 5 ads, no sales, 300 spent. You turned off your ads. All right, well, let's see where you went wrong. It's okay, Sasha. We're all here with different levels of experience, different points in our business. All right. Product wise, I actually like your product. I do like the product here. It's actually a nice looking cooling blanket. But I've personally not been able to get cooling blankets working. And not at this price. This price is way too expensive. And I think people are willing to pay that for this. Your ad is terrible, by the way. Your ad completely... There's parts of your ad that are good, but your ad in general is terrible. For reasons I'll go through in a second, just so you can get ready to smash out your next one. Your page is great. Your logo is great. This is really good. So you've implemented the product page okay. I mean, of course, there can always be improvements. So one problem I see here is the size. Travel, single, couple. I don't hold back. I'm sorry. I have no filter. You have no idea how many times my foot gets in my mouth. I really apologize. I think that's what makes me a good... I like to think that's what makes me a good coach, because I'm not here to make you feel better. I'm here to make you money. Okay? And I want you to make money much more than like me or feel good about what I tell you. I want you to make money. So the betting size, I think, is my first sort of red flag here. As a customer, I'm coming to your website. I've seen your ad. I'm thinking, you know what? And my wife gets hot. And I always relate it back to the kind of customer who might buy it. My wife gets hot. She's getting hot flushes, and she wants to be covered. I need something to keep her cool at night, but that she won't sweat too much into. This is probably going to be it. And I come in here and I go, okay, what the F are these sizes here? Like, what is even my size in the bed? Like, I don't know. I'm confused. You know what happens next? My wife tells me to come wash my dishes that I've left in the sink. And I'm like, okay, honey. And I close down my tab and you've lost me. I'm gone. I'll never come back. Because if I see your ad next time, I'm going to remember, oh yeah, shit. The sizing was so confusing. I didn't know what to buy. If you just had single bed, double bed, queen bed, king size bed, and then also had these centimeters here, I'm going to know exactly what to buy. Your benefits here are okay, but we need to dig deeper. We need to go deeper. What is this solving? Solving people with sensory issues. We're helping people feel cozy when it's hot. We're helping people who suffer from night sweats, who suffer from hormone imbalances. We're going to come up with some better words to help them out here. Now on Facebook, now I'm not saying this product will work. If you wanted to test this again, I need you to show me a competitor who is absolutely killing it with this product. Okay, if you've been to my product streams, if you could do it right now, actually, if you could show me a competitor who you think is selling this, I'll show you how they're doing it, and we can break it down that way so that you know what to do if you want to just try again. In terms of ad, this, I mean, this looks, I don't know how to describe it with I don't know. It's just okay. This is the first bit that is actually nearly okay, but then you can hardly see it because it's mostly wall. You won UGC and it's on the way for this product. Cool. L gear, you reckon, Sasha? Let's take a look at L gear. Cooling blankets. I mean, look, I got to be honest with you guys. This is a tough one to crack. But I do know that there are people making money from it. So it is possible. But look at this. So we've got twin, queen, king for 79. I mean, it's right there. It's right there. That's exactly the problem. If we come over to Facebook ad library now, we'll come over to yours. We can see what we need to do. Facebook ad library. Let's go search up these guys. Let's see what it takes to sell this product. Elgear. 427 followers. Pain-free Aussies. Damon, is that one of our... Oh, that's a competitor. That's cool. These guys have been running ads since January 5. Look, image ads. That's all you need. Elgear Home. That ad sucks. These guys have had ads running for a month, but their ads are terrible. Good lord, those ads are awful. Pain-free Aussies, you reckon, Damon? We'll take a look at their ads. No, give me another brand. Yeah, image ads absolutely... Oh, look at that. That is what I'm talking about, guys. That is how you sell this. Hot flushes, night sweats, women waking up. You could AI the crap out of that. These are perfect. And they got the snoring... Wow, the snoring... what was that? The pillow that I found in my last stream.
That ache isn't going away unless you fix the real problem. According to Harvard Health...
Overheating dogs. Lux Gear, Top C. Okay, we'll take a look at some of those. 90... Oh, man, these image ads. Hell yeah.
It's time to upgrade your work setup.
You know what? Let's go check out this one here. Let's go check out their landing page. Cooling blanket. They've got a pre-lander. Now, I'm not recommending you need this, but I do like the fact that they got hot sleepers #1 solution to beat the brutal summer heat. Nice. Explains how it works. Explains the benefits. You can have all these on your landing page for sure. Check out the price and availability. What? I didn't want to buy it. That's just stupid. Click here to check the price. I mean, this must be working for them, right? It took me straight to checkout. Holy crap. That can't be right. That can't be right. Top C, you reckon, Sasha? All right. Top C. I don't see Top C. Lenovo. No ads for them. Home decor. No ads for them. Lux Ear. No ads for them. Yeah, I'm not interested in Google. I'm only interested in people who are running ads. That's the only thing I'm interested in. Pain-free guys are selling it. So go and do what I'm doing here, guys. If you're going to sell a product, go and find all your competition that you can find. Make a spreadsheet, just like I do. Make a spreadsheet, not of all the different products like I do on my stream, but make a spreadsheet of like cooling blankets. And you go into this thing and you just spend hours cooling blankets. And you build yourself a roadmap, a tomb, a long spreadsheet of all the brands who are running this. Look, these guys are running the same one since February 8th, the good times. No more sweaty nights. Perfect. Find a library of all of these, make a spreadsheet. And when you look at them, you can go and have a look at their actual brand here. They've got weighted blankets. I don't recommend weighted blankets. They're tricky to sell. The Oodie, cool comfort, no sweat, new cooling blankets. I mean, that's a huge brand selling cooling blankets.
Always a sweaty mess when he comes home from work, so I got him an Oodie cooling blanket. When we moved to Australia, we did not realise how hot it would get. I did my research and found this blanket for him, which is made with a special cooling fabric. It absorbs your body heat and regulates your temperature for all day comfort.
That is a good ad.
It's perfect for long, scorching hot days on site or chilling at home.
God damn, that's a good ad. And I'm pretty sure that's nearly all AI voice. Here it is. Oodie's masterpiece. Go for it. So we go here and we build ourselves. Is that Pain-Free Aussies? It is Pain-Free Aussies with that same one. We build ourselves a cookbook for the product that we want to sell. We find all of the ads. We find all of the brands. We look at how they're doing it and we look at the ads that we can easily replicate. Here we got Pain-Free Aussies again. Temperature wise. Really, really, really good marketing. And that will give you exactly what you need to do to go and make this product work. So go and do that, guys. I won't do it all tonight because that will take me hours. That's your homework for the week. Okay, so I think your product was good. Your implementation needs a lot of work. And I did you have any add to carts for that? Whether or not you decide to switch products, completely up to you. There are easier products to sell, but there are people out there selling this. So you have two options. Start again with a different product, which is reasonable. I get it. I've switched a few times. You know, I've switched a lot of times in my career. Or do what I do most of the time, and you have to have not balls of steel, but you have to have a strong constitution and a unwillingness to give up, because when I see other people who are making money with something that I want to sell, I feel like I just cannot give up until I prove that I can sell it. But that's me personally. You will feel like you've wasted your UGC if you go for that option. Yeah, make it work, Sasha. Make it work. Go look at your competition. Make your landing page better. Make your ads better, and make sure you don't just spend $300 on one ad. Okay, we spend, say, bring your budgets down. Bring your budgets down to say $20 a day and go make awesome image ads. Go make awesome video ads. Take the footage that you've got, build a narrative in the use AI to make AI voices, all sorts of different things that you can do when you have a spreadsheet to show you what to do. You pretty much just go and make content. And good luck. All right, Pradeep, opinion. Ads live since January 2nd. Tested more than 15 creatives. Tested 8 creatives total. After 3 ad sets in testing, you had a ROAS of 2. Cool. Moved it to scaling on Monday with a budget of 150. Scaling campaign did not perform well, and performed ad sets in the testing campaign had a bit of a downfall. You've turned off the scaling campaign and underperforming ad sets in the testing. You've had orders consistency since launch, but you're negative 1,700, around 1,000 of it in the testing campaign. Maybe you need UGC. Not sure if it's worth spending money on. Can we have a look? Can you tell me what's your cost per purchase? I'll probably just have to have a look at your account. All right. All right. Fresh pause. Fresh pause. Where are you? Okay, fresh pause is loading up. Let's take a look. Okay, we had the jet spray, $51 per purchase. Yeah. Hey, look, mate. Look, this is not easy, and you've done a great job of trying to get this thing scaling. For February, your cost per purchase has gone up. In January, $45, $60. Your best cost per purchase is 28 with 17 orders, but when you move them to scaling, it went up. Yeah, that's normal. It's normal for that to happen, and I know that's frustrating as hell. I get it. I get it. Not every product is going to be scalable. And because this is so cheap, and because Facebook's saying to you, hey, we can get you $20 to $30 purchases, probably. But when you start to scale, it's like, actually, you know what? We're going to be like more like $45 to $50 per purchase. You can't make a profit on that unless you can sell more than one product. $42. All right, let's go take a look in top of funnel. Let's go see what's going on. Oh, Petland. PetSmart. All right. Let's have a look over the last month. We can do this. Yeah, we could probably get it down under 40. But, like, it's possible. It's probably possible to get this down under 40. But that's still not going to make you a profit on this. And I don't think people are buying two, are they? There's nothing wrong with this store. There's nothing wrong with the product. I just think the demand for this product isn't quite big enough to scale. Your break even is 30 to 35? Yeah. We're going to have to get these a lot cheaper to make this work. So your combined audience for dog grooming was your best performer at $28. At $2 per click, your click-throughs... Okay, let's take a look at your actual ads. Oh. Only one ad in there. Only one ad in there. Couple of ads in there. Why is there only one ad or two ads in each ad set? Interesting approach. Hold on, I'm just bringing up my Homecraft account. Okay. You have separated your ads during testing, so each of them get equal spend. Right. You don't have many ads though. Okay, so let me show you my Homecraftology account. At the moment, this is probably what I would consider probably my most optimized account right now. So this is making me $600,000 in sales per year right now. I've got 2 campaigns running. One campaign is retargeting. One campaign is Advantage Plus top of funnel shopping. I only have one ad set running, of course. And inside this ad set is all of my winners. This is running currently at about 400 or 550 a day. I don't know if I can scale it any further. It seems to me the cost per purchase just goes up too far if I do that. I'd love to, and maybe I will in the future. If my cost per purchase stays around the same price, I might be able to scale it a little bit more. But you can see how many ads are in this ad set. They're all of the best of the best of the best. Now, how did I find the best of the best of the best? I had a testing regime, a testing strategy. So broad testing. Now, inside broad testing, I have all of my different ad sets with individual ads for sure, just like what you've got with all the same targeting, all the same text, all the same everything. And I'm only spending $130 in total so far on this. Like, this was just testing. This isn't top of funnel. Don't make that mistake. This is not top of funnel. This is testing only. And I don't want to waste money testing stuff that doesn't work. So I know pretty quickly if my CTR is low, if my cost per click is high, it didn't work. Turn it off. Here's an example of one that didn't work. It's not a bad ad, but the cost per click is a bit high and the CTR is just lower than everything else. At 1.94 click-through rate, it's actually a pretty good ad. So this is the same technique you've had, my friend. These are all budgeted with $10 a day each, with one ad in each. But the difference is they only run for, say, I only spend like 20 to 30 bucks in total before I make a decision on these. And the good ones go right into my scaling campaign, which is the Advantage Plus shopping campaign. So we're taking ads that we're testing, spending 20 to 30 bucks testing. Once they're good, they go in here. And once I'm happy that I got enough, I just let this run. And this just runs now. I haven't touched this in a week or so. And I probably won't have to touch this for another 2-3 months until I do my next testing cycle. We got a ROAS of 2.2 US dollars. So that's pretty good because I'm spending $5.50 a day. So I've spent 5,000 Australian dollars to make 11,000, 12,000 US dollars, which is about 20,000 bucks. So that's like a 4 times ROAS. Pretty darn good. Do I test using broad audience? Yeah, the only way to do testing is to use a broad audience. It's the only way to do it. Because when you go and make your campaign, and it says, you go in here, you go create campaign. It says, you got 2 options. You got a manual sales campaign, or you've got an Advantage Plus campaign. You can't do testing in Advantage Plus. You only get manual or Advantage Plus. The only way to test is to do a broad manual sales campaign. That's the only way to do testing. So this one here is just a broad manual campaign. All my ad sets in here, I label them so that I know what I'm doing. Just A through to Z. Okay, so A1, B1, C1, D1. Eventually I'll get to A2, but nice and simple so I know what I'm doing. I'm not really even concerned too much with the purchasing. I find Facebook these days, I don't trust it as much as I used to in terms of getting the right purchase on the right ad. I really don't trust it. And the reason I don't trust it is because I've spent the last 6 months banging my head against the wall, trying to get my Advantage Plus shopping campaign to get back down under $40 per purchase. You can see I've done it. That's perfect. $35 is wonderful. I was looking at this and I was seeing ads that were doing badly in terms of sales. And you might see it here. You'll have some ads in here probably that have very high cost per purchase, like this one here. $46 per purchase. I have a sneaking feeling that Facebook is really bad at allocating the purchase to the right ad. Because when I was turning off the ads that did really badly in here, my campaign just went to shit. Sorry, I'm swearing out so much today. My campaign just went to absolute turdville, right? And I think it's because it's misallocating where this sale is coming from in terms of the actual ads in this Advantage Plus creative. There is software out there that you can do better tracking. It's really expensive and I'm not running it because I can't be bothered, honestly. I probably should, but even the tracking software that you can get out there that is expensive, it's not perfect either. But what I found when I changed the script a little bit, when I turned it around, when I have my broad testing right, and I take my best ads from broad testing to get the highest CTR, the lowest clicks, somewhere I'm like it's not like a rule that I say this is the best CTR, it has to be this. I just play it by ear a little bit. I'm looking at CTR, I'm looking at cost per click, I'm just taking the best of the best. Pop them all into my Advantage Plus, and then kind of just sit back and watch it and not be overzealous turning ads off. Now, if I've got an ad in here that spent like $200 or $300, had no sales, yeah, I'd probably turn that one off, probably. But these days, I'm letting the smaller ones that are running and maybe slightly over budget, just letting them run and not really turning them off. You can see here, it's like I said, this one's a little bit expensive at 46. I'll leave it going. Jess, do I ever delete ad sets or campaigns? No, I do. I never, ever delete. The reason why my accounts are so messy And I know it's overwhelming, but this has been an account running for 8 years. The reason why I never delete anything is because that's data that I've paid for. And it's data that's sitting there that's telling me how people are reacting to the images and the videos that I'm creating. And if I delete that, I will delete the data and I won't ever be able to go back in and say what was happening in 2025 around January, which I've had to do in the past. When you had a store that's running and all of a sudden things are going downhill and it was good in February and it's bad in March, the first thing you're going to want to do is go, okay, what was I doing in March? What was I doing back then that was working that's not working now? What's changed? What was my cost per click in March? What is it now? Oh, look, my cost per click is now 3 times what it was in March. Why is that? Is it because I'm running the same ads, or is it because my ads are just not working, or what is it? But having that data there allows me to go back in time. No matter how good or bad the ads were, they're always in my history. Damon, would be better off running several ASC campaigns targeting different angles with fewer ads in each for Facebook to screw up? Probably. Yeah, probably. But even then, like even running separate ASC campaigns, I'm not convinced, or I know it's not perfect. I'm not convinced it's even particularly good. And the reason for that is it comes down to the way that people naturally use Facebook, right? They might see one ad and watch it, and that's their first contact. But then they click off another ad and go make the purchase. That ad gets the sale, and you're like, oh yeah, that was the angle that worked. This angle over here doesn't work. So you turn off that ASC campaign and the costs go up in your other campaigns and you can't figure out why. So it's like, I know this is difficult. I know. And I wish I could give you a straight up answer. Do this, then do this, then do this, then do this. But you've got to really understand the big picture of ads so that you can make decisions about what you're seeing. Like if you've got an ASC campaign, but the sales are a little bit more expensive, but the cost per click is good and the CTR is good, and you got another ASC campaign with a different angle that is absolutely killing it, you're going to have to, if you do make a decision to turn off one campaign, you're going to have to write down the date you turned it off, make a note, do this professionally, come back in 3 to 5 days and look at what impact that decision had on the rest of your ad sets or campaigns. Luke, maybe a shorter acquisition window. The acquisition window on Facebook is 1 day click and 7 day view, if I'm not mistaken. Or is it the other way around? I probably am mistaken. I can't remember right now. I have fooled around with shorter acquisition windows. And that might actually be a viable solution. I do remember some time ago, I haven't bothered doing it for a while because I don't like to overthink when I'm running ads. Like the worst problem I can have is overthink and over tinkering. Because I can have a tendency just to sit here and tweak and tweak and tweak. But the longer I tweak, the worse things I get, and it never gets to normalize. Shorter acquisition windows from memory have worked quite well for me in the past. It's been a couple of years since I did them. And the only reason I moved to longer acquisition times was to help Facebook learn faster. Because if your acquisition window is short, it'll have a harder time learning the 50 products, the 50 purchases you're going to need. Luke, horizontal scaling. When I find a winning creative in a broad creative testing, should we add it to the audiences in the interest testing campaign, or just scale that creative test vertically? So you see here, right? You're doing interest testing. Well, you see, once I'm done with interest testing, I'm done with interest testing. You can see here, I'm not doing any interest testing. This is all broad. If you've got a specific audience that works for you and others don't, then you just want to be testing using that audience. Okay? We want to keep things simple. There's a time for interest testing, and then there's a time for creative testing. You shouldn't be doing both at the same time. You should be testing your interest testing with the same set of ads, with the same text, with the same everything. The only thing that should be different would be your interests. Figure out your perfect interest, and then we move on to creative testing. You're running an issue where some ads have 5 to 6 ads. The spend is getting spread too thin, which is making the results inconsistent. For example, creative testing ad, you got crushes it with broad audience, getting $20 cost per purchase. Then when you add it to your broad interest campaign, In the interest testing campaign, it bombs, even though it's technically the same audience. Super confusing. The difference there is in your testing campaign, you probably had a really low budget, and it can make your cost per click look great. It can make your CTR look great. It can make your cost per purchase look great. You pop that into your scaling campaign with a higher budget, and Facebook's showing that to a less cool audience. I know that it makes it really tricky. I know, but it is what it is. Does that make sense? One thing is for certain. As you start to scale, your cost per purchase is going to rise. You have to have a strategy in place for figuring out what to do when your cost per purchase rises, okay? If you're running, for example, the dog washer here at $49, and most people, so I know some people will buy 2 or 3, but most people are going to buy 1. When you're doing this, you've got to have a strategy in place for what you're going to do once the cost per purchase rises. And that strategy might be, for example, on Homecraft. My strategy is to increase my basket size. How do I do that? Let's go pick a kit. That looks nice. We've got upsells. Well, it's not going to show me my upsells, is it? Because, okay, for other people who are watching my site, I have upsells under the add to cart button that aren't showing up because I've already engaged with them with this particular session. So you won't see them, but there are upsells under my cart here to upsell. I've got one-click upsell, which is making me money on the back end, adding extra products to the sale before they reach checkout and after they reach checkout. And then I have a thank you campaign, which is promoting more products to these people. So from one sale on Facebook, for like, if you don't make money off this sale, can you make money selling dog products over email so that your $50 conversion earns you 2 to 3 to 4 sales? On Homecraftology, I've got people who have ordered from me over 50 times. 50 times. If my cost per purchase is $35 and that could get me 50 orders, right? So what can you do to make money without scrapping the product? Lower your budget, do all the things that I'm saying, get a better testing strategy going forward. Try to replicate kind of what I'm doing on my account, because this does seem to work. If you could get your cost per purchase back down under that $30 mark for yourself, and then focus on your back end. You have people buy through one-click upsell, great. So you know what you should be doing? You should be focusing also on your one-click upsell, running A/B tests, making sure you've talked to PayPal. Have you called up PayPal and turned on reference transactions? It's not enough just to have one-click upsell running. PayPal has to have reference transactions turned on so that, oh, new color options, that's cool. So that, where am I? Where's my funnel? So that everybody, including people who buy through PayPal, will actually go through your post-purchase funnel. So here's my buy box widget. Okay, so these are shown on the product page. You can see here how much revenue this has made. Quite a bit actually in the last 30 days. That's $1,200 US. That's about $2,000. Nice, nice. And then we have my post-purchase, and you know, I have done significant testing with these to try and figure out the exact right product to show at the exact right time to make the most revenue. I'm using A/B tests to figure out which ones are the best, because sometimes a product can have a higher conversion but makes a lower per visit amount of money. So you've just got to test and focus your energy on running A/B tests for as long as you can to maximize your funnel. And it doesn't end there. We want to have a look too. There's 2 different types of emails that they're going to get, right? You're going to get emails from Klaviyo or Omnisend if you're with Omnisend, and we're going to get automated emails from Shopify. And this is something I've completely haven't looked at for a while for Homecraftology. I probably should have. I'm just remembering this now. Customer notifications. Order confirmation. What's the first email that you open when you've ordered something online? Ah, damn it. What am I doing Amazing Customer 30? You know what? Let's change this right now while I'm on the stream. This, ladies and gentlemen, this. This is how we scale. It's not just done in your ads. It's done in maximizing your cost per sale so you can spend more on your ads. All right, this won't take a second. I've been seeing people using this discount, but I made these emails a long time ago before I actually changed my prices to a 4 times margin. So a 30% discount on a 4 times margin, it's not enough to wet anybody's whistle. We're going to actually change this to a 50% amazing customer. So discount code 50, amazing customer 50. We're going to do 50% off. And this can be combined with shipping. Yes. And no, nothing else. Nothing else. This is not combined with anything else. 1 limit per customer. Save. Oops. Diamond painting kits. Sorry if this is not what you signed up for, guys. All kits and accessories. There we go. Save this. All right. So I've got my discount code here. We're good to go. Amazing customer 50. Inside my notifications here, I've picked auto confirmation notification. This is the first email anybody gets, and you can edit the hell out of this. Did you know that? You can actually edit this. You got to go edit code. And now this might look scary. Don't be too scared. Don't worry about the code itself. Worry about the text. Look for the text like this, where it starts to say, here's a link to Homecraftology. Right, I know I've edited all this, so I've got my amazing customer 30 here. You know what? I might just give you guys this code, hey. I'm going to put my new discount in here. Amazing customer 50. I'm going to do discount equals amazing customer 50. Now I'm just going to copy this code and save it so that, I'll check it first. Do a preview here. Oops, I need to change my text there to 50% discount. Save it. Preview. Here we go. Looks good. %50 discount for your next order. Good for any of the products. Expires in 3 days. Enter this on the cart page and your discount will be applied. Cool. I'll give you guys this code now so that you can come on in. Hopefully copy and paste this. Sorry if that's really large. You can copy and paste that into your code here and it will update your entire email. Then you can just go in and edit the bits that are, so it's not obviously Homecraftology and all that crap. And that's the order confirmation. Now what's the next email that you're going to open? Shipping confirmation. Again, we're going to edit this code. And I'm going to pop in. I won't copy and paste this code for you. I'm just going to edit this real quick. And I need my discount code. Amazing customer 50. Discount equals spelling mistake. Of course there's a spelling mistake. It wouldn't be an email from me if there wasn't a spelling mistake. All right, preview that. 50% discount, amazing customer 50. Beautiful. Save. Are there any others? What other emails do we send out that people are going to open? Picked up by customer? No, I haven't edited that one. Out for delivery? You could edit that one. Delivered. That'd be a great one to edit. Here, I did it. I did edit this one. Delivered. Edit code. Discount. Oops. Equals amazing customer 50 and amazing customer 50. Cool. This was a little trick that I've done for a very long time. Customizing your Shopify notifications is awesome. And there's so many notifications here. Those are the 3 that I've done. There's many more that you could experiment with. I'm not going to do them on the stream because that will take forever. But I remember when I first started streaming here at the Freedom Club, I was showing people this and they were like, what? You can do that? Yeah, you can. And that's part of the reason why I made so many sales. And now that I've done this with a better discount that makes more sense for my customers, I can guarantee you I'm going to make more sales this week. I'm excited because I found that problem on my website. Every time I show you Homecraft, I find another problem with it. Because it's been going for so long and I've made so many changes that it just does that. Anyway, this is all part of scaling. We find these ways to optimize our website, optimize how much money we make from this website that allows us to go and make more money and spend more money on our Facebook ads so that we can make money off a $50 purchase if we need to. This is what scaling is all about, guys. Now, if you're lucky and you've got a product that can stay between the $25 and $35 price point, like cost per purchase on Facebook, brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Lucky you. Everyone else has to work a bit harder. Pradeep, should you come up with a different testing strategy? Not with a different one. I mean, I don't think that your testing, from what I can see of your account, I don't think your testing strategy is actually what it should be. You're spending way too much money on these, right? On these ad sets here. Look, you spent $400 on this ad set, $400 on these testing ad sets. These are just testing. You've called it top of funnel, but really, you're testing and comparing, and you're not scaling. And you can't spend that kind of money on one single ad, my friend, because you know what's actually happening here is you're not expanding all of your ads. You're spending all of your money on this, and people are seeing this over and over again. Rather than me, what I'm doing is spending smaller amount of money on my testing, looking for my best ads, and popping all my best ads. Like, these are all separate ads. That's like, how many? Is there a count there? I don't know. 20 or so ads. You can see in my ad set here. I mean, there's like, I've got maybe 30 winners in here. You can't scale with a small amount of ads. You can only scale when you've got a lot of different ads that look very, very different, with different unique selling points and different benefits, different colors, different angles. That's how you scale. And you cannot scale in my experience, you can't scale singular ads. So I think your testing strategy was very flawed. I think you've been trying to scale in the wrong way, and you've been trying to get Facebook to do something that is not designed to do. And that's why your cost per purchase has gone up. So if you need to, my friend, what I would recommend is just watch this video again and really try to understand my testing strategy. Or watch Austin's testing strategy again and really try to understand his. Because there's something broken in the way that you've implemented it. And I think that is detrimentally causing you to have such a high cost per purchase. What I would personally do, I turn off top of funnel. I take what I think is my best ads, I pop them into an Advantage Plus shopping campaign. All of them, all the ads, all in one Advantage Plus shopping campaign. I'd set it for $100 a day, and I'd see how it goes for 2-3 days. If I start getting sales for a reasonable price, maybe I bump it up by 20%. But the most important thing then is going and getting more and more content to go and test. And looking at your competitors. Going into Canva and creating ads and just really digging in deep to edit your videos into shorter, concise, more videos. One of the things that's working well for me, and I'll show you elsewhere on my other account, another type of ad that's doing well. Yeah, and knowing you guys, I'm going to see everyone copying this particular idea. So, oh well. One of the ad types that's doing well for me right now is a carousel ad. Not in the normal way. I think this is my carousel ad right here. Nope, that's not. It must be a C1 copy. I didn't want to show you this because my naming standards are awful. Okay, so this is a carousel ad. I've taken one of my best videos and two of my best images. I've turned them into a Facebook carousel with a square version of my video. And I find that this works really, really well. Why? Because I think it looks really good on Instagram because it's showing my product. And then when you scroll, we've got my highest converting images. It's getting me a cheaper cost per click, and it's getting me a good CTR compared to the videos themselves and my actual images. So again, good video, good images. The reason why I'm so confident about these images is because I've tested them specifically, and they are my best performing images, and they've gone up into my scaling campaign. Jack, Jess. Sorry, Jess. Do the notifications... Yes, the notifications go out, and I think after ship... Oh, good question. Good question. Shit, maybe I'm doubling up my notifications. I might be doubling up some notifications. I should probably look into that. Thanks, Jess. Yeah, because I think after ship send out separate emails, I think. Oh, damn, I didn't even think of that. Well, I'll go have a look at that some other time. Jack, when I graduate, add creatives into an Advantage Plus from a specific scaling campaign, from an audience specific scale. So, okay, my audience campaigns are not scaling campaigns. They're testing campaigns. Do I leave the creatives in the scaling campaign? No. So I've only got two types of campaigns really. I know I say that, I'm going to show you a bunch of campaign types, but they're different products, okay? I only have two campaign types. Look, I have, even here for this one, I've got broad testing for my Magic White product. And look, really amazing results. $20 per purchase, $17 per purchase. You get excited about these. You're like, damn, I'm gonna make a whole bunch of money. So look, these are all of my testing ads. There's no scaling in testing. There's just testing. You might have, instead of being creative testing, you might be audience testing. That's cool. We're not scaling audience testing. If you need to use an audience to sell your product, you're going to figure out if you need to or not using audience testing. And if you do, if you need to use an audience, that is the only audience that you should be using inside your Advantage Plus shopping, right? You'd have Advantage Plus shopping and you would set your audience in here, okay? You would use audience controls to narrow it down and you would see if that works. So for me, if my ads are good in my broad testing, they go, and when I think it's a good time, they get migrated over into my scaling. And yes, your Advantage Plus can be audience specific. It can be. Or you could be in the situation where your Advantage Plus doesn't work. Maybe for your brand, Advantage Plus never works. It's happened, right? So from there, you might have a broad campaign with testing. Does ASC only use audience as a guide? Yeah, they say they only use audience as a guide for ASC, but you could just do another. You don't have to use ASC. You can scale you can scale a manual campaign. I shouldn't say broad. You can go and scale a manual campaign. In my experience, for most of the brands that I've been working with, a shopping campaign has been all we've needed. I mean, I've got a multi-million brand that I run in the not that I run, but I run their ads. Sorry, one of my clients is a multi-million-dollar mega surfwear brand, and we only have one Advantage Plus shopping campaign and then one testing campaign as well. So if Advantage Plus shopping doesn't work for you, no big deal. You go and you make a set manual sales campaign and you put your targeting in there. And that would just be called your scaling campaign. All right, is that all as clear as mud? It's so hard to describe all this stuff. What happens if you have multiple winning audiences? Combine them. Jess is right. You can have more You can have more than one campaign, but my honest opinion, if you've got more than one winning audience, combine them. The largest winning audience is always going to be your best. Let's just say mothers are one of my audience, and then let's say that cat owners are my audiences. Then I would definitely make a manual sales campaign with both of those in there. Man, I've talked my head off. Guys, we've already spent an hour. I'll have to get through these as quick as possible. I'm quickly losing energy. But I do hope that helped. Probably a lot of you. And just remember, guys, as long as you're clear with how you're testing, as long as you have a strategy and you know your rules and you know exactly how you want to run your ad account, you don't have to stick with mine. You don't have to stick with what Austin says. We're just telling you the best ways that have worked for us. And as long as you understand your testing strategy, it's going to work. You just got to have a strategy and know where to put your ad creatives and when, because the idea is you need to find a winning ad combination. And to do that, you're going to have to test a lot of different ads, right? Maybe 1 out of 25 ads might be scalable. It's going to have the right product image with the right unique selling point, with the right benefits and the right urgency. And for some of these products, I found that winning product. So that winning creative, and then I go and make more, because one winning creative isn't going to be scalable. It'll work for a little while and it will stop. And if you think about how you run on Facebook, think about the best brand that you like, and the last time that you were inspired to go spend money, you know the brand. Like let's take step 1, for example. I love these guys. I love these guys. In fact, I exclusively wear step 1 underwear, and so does my wife. And now so does one of my sons. This is my favorite underwear in the world. I've spent hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of dollars buying underwear. But if I see too many of the same ad, there's no way they're going to inspire me to make a purchase. So they come out and they change their ads up all the time with a different offer. I'm looking for that offer that makes me go, yeah, now's the time. And it could be a buy one, get one. It could be a buy 4, get 4. It could be, I haven't seen these long johns before. Maybe they should have shown me those. It could be we got a new style out. It could be, whatever. Whatever it is that encourages me to come back, look at this one. You get a prize of headphones. Cool. They've got to now inspire me with different creatives. And if they show me the same one over and over and over again, I'm just going to scroll past it because my brain says, already seen it. My brain's chasing dopamine. Already seen that ad, Chris. Already seen that ad, Chris. I see an orange one. I'm never going to buy an orange one, but I see an orange one come up on my feed, gets my attention. They show me the offer. I come back and I purchase. That's how this works. How many days do I run my ads before I decide to turn them off or scale it? It's not about how many days. It's about ad spend, and I probably spend about more like $30 to $40 per ad creative before I'm comfortable that the stats are probably correct. So what you got to understand about ads and about big numbers in general, and maybe some of you went to uni and did some maths at uni, but numbers can lie to us when we're spending low amounts of money on these, or we have a low sample size, okay? The results can lie to us, and we could be looking at this and go, you know what? $12 per purchase. My God, this is amazing. I'm going to be a millionaire, but I've only spent $12. I could literally spend another $60 maybe and not get good results. So I'm not even really it's exciting to see these purchases here, but I know that as I spend more money on these, the cost per purchase will probably go up as more and more people see these. What I do like to see is my CTRs and my cost per clicks. We've got a $6 one here. Obviously, that's not a winner. We've only spent $18, but to me, that's pretty sure I'm not going to get cheaper cost per click on this one. It's got a very low CTR. I could probably spend another $20 and probably see the same result. But here we spent $35 testing D4. We've had a few purchases. Cost per click though. Look at the cost per click. I have a feeling that these purchases were probably misallocated, to be honest. Cost per click is terrible. CTR is terrible. That's not a good ad. Didn't work out. But over here, we've got more like, your $2 and your 3.55%. We're going to run this for a bit longer. We're going to see if this evens out, because chances are it's probably good right now and it will probably get worse as it goes, as it spends. But who knows? Maybe it won't. Maybe it will be a winner like this one here. Spent $22 to get a 3% click-through rate and a $1.85. Looks like it's going to be a winner. Yeah, does that make sense? If you see these that have only spent a little bit of money before I've turned them off, I've probably, to be honest with you, I've probably been a bit too quick to tell myself they're not working. Because but some of these I've spent, even $30 to $50. So I say somewhere between $30 to $40 per ad is going to give you a reasonable opinion on whether or not it will work or not. All right. So, home aura, you're getting good stats, 5 purchases so far. What to do next? You've made more creatives that you're testing. You wanted my opinion to get people converting. They're liking the ads. Your email flows are working. Had 12 signups, 7.5%. That's good. That's a good signup rate. You're not sure if you should source your product cheaper somewhere else other than eBay so you can make the price more appealing. All right, I can probably have a look at that one. I got 15 minutes left, guys, and then I'm going to call it a night, though. So if I didn't get to your question, I do apologize, but I am back on Thursday. Home aura. Broad audience need testing. Good cost per purchase. Oh yeah, these bad boys. I had a feeling that would do well. I had a feeling. And is it the same one here for the broad test? And what are you selling these for? Because the one that I found, they were selling these for a lot of money. $95. Pretty good website. Nice. And you know what? $199 down to $99 is reasonable. How much do you buy these for? It might be worth getting them from our supplier. It might be worth it because we could probably get these way cheaper. But you got to make sure that they're good quality. So that's the most important thing. Make sure they're very high quality. What would I do? It looks like you're on the path. Let it spend a bit more. You'd buy them for $45. Yeah, unfortunately, I can see what you mean. It's time to go sourcing. Time to go find a cheaper supplier for the same thing. Get you in touch with our supplier. I think you already have access to our supplier, yeah. And this cost per... You've seen people buy the set of 9 for $130. Awesome. Hell yeah. I really thought these would work. All right, so you just need to keep this going for longer. All right. Broad's working great. I'd have a look at a shopping campaign. It's going to take a little while for Facebook to learn the audience for this. It's going to take a little while for people to get to know you, but it's time to go and make more ads. Looking at your competition, make tons more image ads and maybe even tons more video ads. Start to build that library of ads up. And Facebook will probably bring that purchase price down. You should start to see that come down. Before you spend any more money, it's time to go expand horizontally with your ads, with your actual ad creatives. So if you're trying Advantage Plus, you probably want to make sure you got about 10 orders on the Pixel before you run Advantage Plus. And just know, when you start Advantage Plus, you're probably going to spend a few $100s before you get your first purchase. It's especially when your Pixel is fresh with this product. I tend to wait till I've had about 10 sales before I start Advantage Plus, and I just know in my first few days I might not be getting any purchases for 3 to 4 days. So I usually start off at like $50 a day, knowing full well it might not work for a little while, but then it usually comes good. Michaela, how do I determine whether my ad creative or ad text could be working? My ads that I've been testing haven't had great results. Would I recommend changing the ad text? Absolutely, but your ad text is a creative. So what you need to do is have a bunch of ads that you know have worked at a reasonable level, and the only thing that you change in your testing is the ad copy, right? So you come back to your mechanism, or where was I? Did I close down my thing? You come back to your ad sets, and you'll run an ad set with all the same creatives with different text, and then you have another ad set, all the same creatives with different text, and another ad set, all the same creatives with a different text, so that you can scientifically figure out what text will work for you. That's how I got Homecraft so good. That's how I got my other websites so good. We knew exactly what text to write through rigorous testing. Should you have the broad campaign on and start up the ASC? Up to you. No, they're both viable to run at the same time. I tend to use my broad campaigns just for testing different creatives, as I've shown you. If you want to do that, you can. If you want to wait a few days, you can. It's perfectly up to you. Depends on how much money that you have that you can throw into this. It just depends. Depends on your budget. And I'm not here to tell you how to spend your money. Both ways will be fine. Catherine, profiting well last month. This month you've been unprofitable. Tried optimizing by cutting underperforming ads. It didn't help. Launched a UGC testimonial with your auntie. It flopped despite full testing. Should I approach getting back to profitability? Your video ads are the only thing hitting 3 times ROAS. Should you double down? Yeah, if that's working. No, like, we double down on what's working and we scale back what's not working. But if your images aren't working, we got to figure out why. You've been targeting 44 age plus. You should definitely not be targeting ages. 100% do not target ages. You know what that's telling Facebook? It's saying to Facebook, I know you have all the data in the world on people, but I think I know better than you. Leave it to Facebook to show your ads to the people that it thinks are going to purchase, okay? Because Facebook doesn't know the age of everybody on Facebook. And when we target, we're going to leave people that potentially we could have bought our products and they're not going to see your ads. But this is definitely something we never want to do unless it makes sense, okay? If you're selling a, what's the word here? Like an old man product, you want to target old men. But if you're selling a broadish product, you want to make sure that you don't have any age in there. You go and turn off all the ages. What I need is some ideas from why your images aren't working and what is your competition doing. So go and do that exercise of finding all the competition, finding all their winning ads. Are they running ads? Are they all still, have they had ads running for a long time? What's the difference between your ads and their ads? What's the difference between your landing page and their landing page? How can you improve and what you can do better? Pamper Pet? Well, I don't have time to go through the full analysis. You can go do the full analysis and come back on Thursday with a spreadsheet for me to look at. If you don't have competition and you can't find competition for your product, that sometimes is an indication that maybe there isn't a huge demand for your product and you might need to scale back and switch products. But go and do a deep dive trying to find more competition. Don't just give up unless you know for certain that no one else out there is selling this. But yeah, go have a good search first. And switching products, absolutely. If you're doing a pet product, there are many other pet products that we can quickly add. All right, 9 minutes left. Turned off your ads, not profitable. Currently waiting on UGC. You keep getting an error every time you duplicate it, so that you can use the data. Some likes and comments. Yeah, I don't even worry. I don't worry about this. I don't worry about likes and comments. I don't give a flying hoot if my ad has likes or comments. I just make. Oh, Catherine, if you've been looking for a while and you're certain that no one else is selling your product, it's time to switch. It's time to switch. So yeah, I don't care about likes or comments. I'd much rather just not even worry about that. Just make a fresh ad with no likes or comments. It makes no difference whatsoever, honestly. So that should be easy for you to fix. Kelly, add account for trail light. Getting some sale, but not many. Twice last week, ready to give up, trying the product. Then you had 2 sales come in, you kept the heads on, happen again. There might just not be demand for your product, Kelly. Trail light. Let's have a look. When we start seeing stuff like that, it could be demand. It could be. Let's see. But then again, Kelly, anyone can benefit from going in and looking at the competition too. So go and find your competition as well. Rapid patch, 194 per purchase. Yikes. Wow, why is this one doing so bad at $394 per purchase? If you turn that off, you'd probably have reasonable purchases, right? C2 and C1. God, that's awful. What happened here? Oh yeah, you got your tent. That's what you're selling. Cool. And these ones coming in at 40, 50 bucks.
This genius pop.
Kelly. I'm confused. Kelly, why haven't you turned this one off? Those ads are just not working. But you've got ads that seem to be working in these other ad sets, right? The click-throughs are better in your other ads. Dude, just turn these ones off. And then combine the rest and see if you can get it all working together. Because you got C10, looks good. You got C15, looks good. You got C16, looks good. Turn off these ones that did badly and go make some more ads. This still looks like a winner to me. I'm very confused. Looks like a winner. Okay. Caden. Sorry, guys, one sec. Questions, running new ads, testing, campaign. So I think we've covered this. What app do I use to get the sale tag that shows 50% off on my lunch? Who's been spying on me, Caden and Claire? That's not allowed. No, that's perfectly allowed. That's what I teach you to do. How do I do that? That's not an app. That is my theme. And I use the Shrine theme. So you can't really steal that. You'll have to, if you want that, you're going to have to use the very expensive Shrine theme. However, if you want ways to do this with other themes, I don't know. I know, is Jess on the call? I think she's been able to get this something. I don't know if Jess is the person, but if not Jess, then even Jimmy, they know apps that can get this to work on regular Shopify stores. There's apps out there that can do it. I don't use any of them, so I don't know which ones they are, so I can't really help you. I think something about, what was it called? Bundle? Is it Pumper Bundle? Damon says. I haven't heard of that app, but if Damon says it, it's probably a good app. Pumper Bundle. Okay. Jordan, day 4, no sales. After a slow start and 4 days of no sales, you launched a new winning ad, and your sales have been since officially profitable. Yay! Yay! Congratulations. Yep. So he suggested, yeah, combine them for sure. Pretty much everything I've suggested to you and what you've done, like everything that I've suggested in this stream is what you need to work on next. Sorry you got to your last. I'm so happy that's working for you. Fantastic. Great website, by the way. Nice. Nice, nice, nice. This is wonderful. Well done. Congratulations. Get back to work. All right, guys. I'm out of here. I'll see you all on Thursday. And you all know what to do. You've all got serious work to get done. So what are you still doing watching me? Go and get started. It's 8:30 here in Queensland. 9:30 where most of you guys are in Australia. You got work to do. You've got spreadsheets to make. You've got competition to spy on. You've got images to go and make. You've got campaigns to duplicate and test. Yeah? You've got videos of Austin to go watch, to watch his testing cycle. If you can't get mine to work, go and use his. And I see you all on Thursday. Go have fun, guys. And go get those conversions, all right? I'll speak to you soon.